Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD5. Let's continue with the tower guide series. Today I'm gonna talk about villages, so monkey villages. I think there are really little guides about this tower because this tower is gonna be mostly of support, and therefore you're not gonna use it to attack. It's not gonna attack the balloons, pretty much like the farms. But I decided to do a guide anyway because it's a tower and it's important, to know all the tricks and all the stuff about this tower. So the special passive of this tower is gonna be that every other tower that is gonna be placed in range of the village is gonna have the upgrades reduced by 10%. So the cost of the upgrades reduced by 10%. So that's the passive, all right? And then let's see the path and the upgrades. So for the first upgrade, first path is going to be that all the towers in the range, so in the radius of the village, are going to have the range increased by 15%. So that's pretty much an increase in the range for all the towers in the radius of the village. Then second upgrade is going to be an increase in the attack speed for all the towers inside the radius of the village, 15%. Then with the third upgrade, the range of the village, so the radius of the village is going to increase. So you're going to be able to place even more towers under the range of this village, all right? And then every balloon that is going to get popped inside this range of this village, these balloons are gonna give 50% more cash per pop. So it's pretty nice. Then last upgrade is gonna be that the village is gonna have an even bigger radius, all right? And then every ability of every tower that's gonna be inside the radius of the village is gonna have the cooldown reduced by 20%. This means that for every tower that you're gonna be having activated abilities to use, when you use them, the cooldown, so the total time to recharge the ability, is gonna be reduced by 20%. So that's pretty cool. And then also another thing that this upgrade does to the village is that it's gonna give the village the possibility to attack. So the village is gonna have pretty much like a laser that is gonna shoot at the balloons, and you can decide whether it's gonna be shooting at the first balloon or the last one or the strongest or the closest. It's pretty much like an attack, and it's the only upgrade where the village is gonna attack the balloons. Otherwise, you can't attack them. Then, as it is for the second path, the first upgrade is going to be every tower in the radius of the village is going to have one more of popping power. That means that they're going to be able to pierce through one more layer. So they're going to be able to pierce through one more balloon, all right? That's the sense of that. Second upgrade, the village is going to give to all the towers in its radius the ability to pop camo, so to detect camo. This is one of the, I think it's the second best upgrade for in the whole game, because a lot of towers are really powerful, but they lack in popping camo. They don't have camo detection. Like imagine a super monkey, right? It's a pretty powerful tower, but doesn't have camo detection. So you can get a village and you can get it 0-2, and you can detect camo with super monkeys. So that's a lot, And then with the third upgrade in the second path, the range is going to increase with this upgrade, and the village now is gonna give to all the towers in the radius the ability to pop every single type of balloon. And this, I think, is the most powerful upgrade in the whole game. Probably after the temple, because it's so useful. There are so many towers, for example, bombs or ice towers, that have these really big weaknesses in not being able to pop some kind of balloons, like bombs can pop zebras or black balloons. Ice towers can pop white balloons and zebras. And then, you know, all the dart or the shuriken or the boomerang towers, they can pop lead. And with this upgrade, you're going to be giving to all the towers in all the radius of the village the ability to pop every single kind of balloon. It doesn't matter if it is lead, if it is, you know, zebras or white balloons or black balloons. The towers are going to be able to pop everything. So with this upgrade, you can perfectly just complete with a single kind of tower. You can complete all the rounds, because with this you're not going to have, the tower is not going to have any weakness. And then the last upgrade for the second path is going to be the range is going to get increased even more. All right. And then there is the activated ability that is going to double the attack speed, the pierce, so the popping power, and is gonna increase by a little. I haven't seen an increase in the range so much, but it says also range here of all the towers in radius for 10 seconds. The most important part here is the attack speed and the popping power to all the towers. So also a pretty nice activated ability. And yeah, so as I said earlier, the villages are support towers. So because unless you have the last upgrade in the first path, the village is not going to attack anything. So with the village, you know, you can use the passive itself just to lower the cost of the upgrades of the towers. So for example, I'm gonna use an injection so I can get a village here in the first round. I'm gonna be getting 3 different kind of towers. I'm gonna be getting a ninja, I'm gonna be getting a bomb, and I'm gonna be getting an ice tower. All right, and I'm gonna then show you the power of the village. So that's the bomb, and that is gonna be the, actually let's place it here, the ice tower. And then I'm going to be placing a village. All right, first of all I want to say, for example, let's see the ninja. The ninja has the 1-0 upgrade is going to cost 300 cash. See, now I get a village here. As you see, the range of the village is not so big, but you get the chance to increase it a lot with the upgrades, so don't worry about that. So if I place it like here, watch this now. The first upgrade for the ninja is going to cost 270, because the village as a passive is going to lower the cost of every upgrade of every tower in the range, so in the radius, by 10%. And this works also for the bomb, for the ice tower, really for every single tower. Okay, so let's see here right now the attack speed of the ninja. So as you see, the attack speed is, let's see, maybe better here, is okay. I'm gonna get now, let's get first the, well actually I haven't discussed about the cost of the village, so sorry about that. The village is gonna cost 16 cash. So it's going to be a tower that you're most likely not going to be able to build in the first round, but you're going to probably build it later on. So it's quite expensive, you know. And then as it is for the cost of the upgrades, the upgrade that is going to give increase the tower range. So for all the towers inside the village, the range is going to be increased. It's only 500. So it's a pretty valuable upgrade. And I'm gonna just see now the range of the ninja, how it is. Now I'm gonna get this village 1-0, and now the range is increased. And this works also for the bomb, it works for the ice tower, it works for every tower under the range of the village. Okay, I don't know why I did that. So that's the 1-0 upgrade. It's gonna be pretty much an increase in the range. So if I get, for example, now with the ninja an even bigger increase with the range. As you see now, the range is like very, very big, and it's gonna be able to shoot the balloons from very long distance. As it is for the 0-1 upgrade, so the first upgrade in the second path, the piercing is gonna be increased only by 1. That means that, for example, now the shurikens can pierce through only 2 balloons. If I get this one, now the shurikens are gonna be able to pierce through 3. So it's not that the piercing is doubled, it's only upgraded by 1. So it's not really a valuable upgrade, getting the 0-1 upgrade, but you're gonna be needing to upgrade it if you wanna get the camo detection upgrade available. So you must get it first. And then I'm gonna just check out here the attack speed of this ninja. So let's see. Okay, maybe, well, you can tell the ninja how, you know, the maximum attack speed that is shooting at. It's pretty okay. But when you get the 2-0 upgrade for the village, so the one that is gonna increase the attack speed, this attack speed, so whatever the attack speed of the tower is, even if the tower itself can increase by its own upgrades the attack speed, the overall attack speed is gonna get increased by 15%. So that's it, that's the upgrade. And as you see now, the ninja is attacking relatively faster. You can already tell just by seeing it. And also the bomb is attacking faster, and the ice tower is gonna frozen faster. So everything happens faster, whatever the ability of the tower is. And the upgrade of the for the attack speed was 1.5k, so pretty expensive. But you know, considering the fact that the village is gonna cost 1.6k, you know, an upgrade being 1.5 is not so expensive. And the camo detection instead upgrade is gonna cost 2k, and it's gonna be like a giant. The village is gonna become like a giant tower that is gonna be able to grant the camo detection to every tower in the radius. Is that easy. And yeah, so in this case, for example, the ninja is already able to spot camo, right? But then the bomb instead is not, and the ice tower also is not. So getting the village with the second upgrade in the second path is gonna give the bomb and the ice tower the ability to detect camo, because the ninja already has it. And as you see, when the balloons are frozen, only the bomb is able to damage them. The shurikens from the ninja are just not good enough. So I just want to show you here. I'm gonna get here enhanced freeze. So now the ice tower has a bigger range, because I wanna make you see how the fact that you see the shurikens can't pop the frozen balloons. They can be popped. So now let's get camo detection so I can discuss better the third upgrades for the village. So the third upgrade for the villages are gonna be, the third upgrade for the first path is gonna cost 10k. So a pretty expensive upgrade, consider the fact that the third upgrade in the second path is gonna be 4.3k. And considering also the fact that both of these upgrades are gonna increase the radius of the village. With the upgrade in the first path, you're gonna be able to get more cash from popping the balloons if the balloons are popped inside the radius of the village. All right, but I don't think it's really worth it, because it's gonna be very expensive, and it's not really gonna add a passive to the towers. You know, being a support tower, the village, you need the village to constantly give something more to the towers, and in this case the third upgrade in the first path is not gonna do that. It's only gonna increase the range and being giving you a bit more of cash, 50% more cash for each pop. But remember that, consider the range of this ninja here. Their ninja is popping almost 60% of the balloons, if not more, when the balloons are outside the range of this village. So the amount of cash, real cash that you get, is not so high, because most of the towers are gonna have the range increased, and unless you get, for example, a village like here, and you get it 3-2, and then you get the ninja, you know, in that case you're gonna be getting for almost every bloom popped more cash. But instead, you know, the third upgrade in the second path, I think is more affordable, because it's gonna cost less, and it's gonna give the towers the ability to pop every kind of balloon. So in this case, for example, as you see here, as I said earlier, the shurikens of the ninja can't pop frozen balloons. So that's also a weakness, you know, because that means that when all these balloons are frozen, the ninja can't damage them. But watch now in the next round what is gonna happen when I get this. So as you see, the range is gonna increase. So now I can get towers, you know, further away, like for example here, and still be in range of the village. But now the shurikens are gonna be able to pop every kind of balloon. It doesn't matter if they're frozen or if they are, you know, leads or whatever it is. They're gonna be able to pop every kind of balloon. And as you see now, the shurikens are popping these frozen balloons. So that's why I think this is the most powerful support upgrade in the game, and also one of the most powerful upgrades in the whole game, because it's going to be able to make the towers so much useful, and it doesn't matter really which towers you're going to be placing. With that upgrade, you're going to start demolishing everything. So yeah, that's the 2-3 upgrade, and I always recommend, most of the times, always go with 2-3 upgrades. You don't really need either the last upgrade for the village, unless you got like a crazy amount of 2-4 towers that have all the activated abilities, and you want to use them a lot of times. But just leaving the village 2-3, already you're making all the towers in its radius so useful and so strong that like it's almost a joke. And yeah, that's really pretty much the village. I just want to now. Okay, I'm gonna use another injection because I wanna see make you see the first upgrades now. So the first path. So I'm gonna be placing another village here. Here we go. So the 3-2 upgrade is gonna be 10k cash. And as you see, the range has increased, but not so much as the 2-3 upgrade increased. So the 2-3 upgrade is going to be less expensive, and also the range increase is going to be a bit bigger. But it's bigger, you know. And you get more cash per pop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Yeah, it's almost impossible to market. But now, see that the shurikens now are again... they're not able to pop frozen balloons again, because of the fact that the 3-2, well, in this case 3-0, but the 3 without the 2-3 upgrade, the ninja can pop leads, it can pop frozen balloons, and yeah, so and the last upgrade, as you see, for the first path is gonna be 12k cash, so also pretty expensive. And it's gonna lower the cooldown for all the activated abilities in the range of the tower. It's gonna have the radius of the village itself is gonna be a bit bigger, and it's gonna have this laser that is gonna be able to attack the balloons and target them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's start doing a bit more of damage. As you see, the bomb, the explosions are not able to damage black balloons. But the ice tower here is doing a nice job. And they can't detect camo, so now the bomb and the ice tower can't detect camo. Let's see here. I just wanna have enough cash to show you the upgrade of the village here. I think here this ice tower is doing more damage than else, so I'm gonna just sell it. Here we go. So the ninja can just pierce through the balloons faster. Okay, here we go. That's the last upgrade. So at 12k, as you see, the range a bit bigger, and now you can decide on which target this laser from the village is gonna attack. So last, close, strong, and first. And this laser is gonna be pretty much like a continuous lightning, you know, and it's gonna do a lot of damage very fast. So it's attacking very fast, this laser, and it's gonna do damage, of course, to the balloons depending on the target that you have set for the village. This laser has the ability to pop leads, and also yeah, I think that's the only thing, that it attacks really fast. The range of attack is going to be the range of the village itself, and it's going to be able to pop leads. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, so as it is, you know, for the usefulness, the best thing to do would be getting a 2-3 village and a 3-2 village, and then when you have enough cash, getting a 4-2 village and a 2-4 village. So in that way, one village can lower the cost of the upgrades of the other. So both of them are gonna get the upgrades. They're gonna cost less because of the fact that they're gonna be in range of another village. And then, you know, the 4-2 village is gonna lower the cooldown of the 2-4 village. And therefore you're gonna be able to use more times the activated ability of the village. That is gonna be increasing the attack speed, and the pierce, doubling actually the attack speed, the popping power, and increasing a little bit the range of every tower. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's see if I can get here also 2-4 village just to show you the activated ability here. What it's gonna be about. Okay, so 24k, I need 10k. Yeah, the bomb and the ninja are a deadly combination because you get so much from it. The ninja is gonna do a lot of damage, and the bomb is gonna stun the balloons. Okay, I just got an injection so I can show you the activity ability next round. So 24k cash, the upgrade for the last upgrade for the second path. So it's pretty expensive. The range is gonna get increased a bit more, see? And now the activity ability appears, and I'm gonna show you now with the ninja and the bomb. See now the bomb, how fast it's attacking, and also the ninja. The attack speed is doubled. The range, I think it stays almost the same, and the piercing also gets doubled. So and it lasts for 10 seconds. So yeah, that's all there is to know really about the villages. Hope you guys could enjoy this guide, and see ya. Bye bye.